Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Juan. I am Just One Reader. Today I am filming in a different location. This is one of my consulting rooms. So this is, like my office, like my workplace. And I just wanted to film it in here, just very casually. So this is going to be a very casual chat, if you will. I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you feel or think? What's your opinion on John Green? I'm actually going to sit down. You know what? I think I'm gonna try the couch for once to see, what it feels like to be in the couch for once. Ooh, it's nice. It's actually much more comfortable than I thought. I was kind of worried that this particular couch, because it's not my regular couch that I use for patients, but I thought this was gonna be quite less comfortable, but it is actually very comfortable. So anyway, oh, hello. That would be me. Hello. This is weird. So anyway, John Green. John Green, I just wanted to make this very casual thing talking about John Green and asking you guys, what do you think about this author? Because I know that there's this kind of uh, really heated debate going on when it comes to John Green and young adult literature in general, the young adult side of things. Personally, I think I've had somewhat of a transition in my reading. I used to read a lot of young adult a couple of years ago, and then I pretty much just stopped. So I wanted to make this video because I don't really know if I want to read or if I should read the new John Green book that just came out like this week. It's called Turtles All the Way Down, I think. It has a really cool cover design, and I'm just kind of torn. I don't really know whether I should read it or not. I don't even know if I want to read it or not. And here's the deal with John Green, at least for me. So basically, I started reading John Green when I was living in New York with my friends, having the best time of my life, studying psychology, working at the Bronx, and living in Manhattan. It was the best time ever. And then that's when I first heard of this book that was getting a lot of hype called The Fault in Our Stars. So I read it because, living in New York, I visited bookstores pretty much every single day. So one day I just bought it and I read it and I loved it. I really, really did. I really loved it. It was such an immersive experience. I just really enjoyed reading it and the characters, and it was probably one of the first young adult books that I read that had those kind of quirky elements that John Green always has in his books. A lot of literary references, a lot of quirky, eccentric characters, and just, very pleasurable things for a reader to read about. So I just loved the book. I loved it. I thought it was kind of melodramatic and, yeah, sort of cheesy in some parts, but I can't deny that I loved it. I would just be bullshitting you if I said, oh, it had its flaws. No, I really loved it. So I started to look into the author a little bit more, and I pretty much read everything that he had published. I think the next one that I read was Looking for Alaska, because that's the one that everyone said was really good. And I read Looking for Alaska, and I, again, really loved it. Like, I really, 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 really loved it. I thought there were some issues with it, more than I was able to see in The Fault in Our Stars. I think Looking for Alaska had a lot of great things going for it, but there were just some things that I just really could have done without. So that was Looking for Alaska. I still thought I gotta read more by this author. And then I think then I read An Abundance of Catherines, and it was very kind of lackluster. Still fun to read, I guess. Not as much as the others that I had previously read. The characters were kind of the same again, or very similar in feel, and the experience overall was very similar to the previous experiences that I'd had. But I give it 3 stars. It was kind of very forgettable. I don't honestly remember what the book is about, but I imagine it has something to do with a what do you call it, manic pixie dream girl or something, and a kind of loser guy. I don't know. Then I read Paper Towns by John Green because the movie was coming out and people were going crazy. I picked it up. I read it in like 2 days, and honestly, it's one of the books that I have been most disappointed by. I hated that book. There was no redeeming qualities whatsoever in that book for me. I just hated it with a very, very strong, heated passion. I just thought this could not be this couldn't possibly be the same author that I've known and loved before. So I just kind of felt very disappointed by that book. Then I saw the movie, and the movie was even worse. So that was it. And then of course he has another book with that he wrote with who is that? That other YA author who's very popular, kind of romantic and cheesy. He writes like LGBT. Oh, Levithan, David Levithan or something Levithan. And they wrote a book together called Will Grayson, Will Grayson, and I read it sort of expecting not to like it very much after having read Paper Towns and hating it. And I read Will Grayson, and I absolutely loved it. Like I think it's my favorite John Green book, and it's not even totally written by John Green, but I just loved it. It was so much fun, so real, so dark and twisted, and just raw and true. There was something very personal that clicked with me and resonated with me, and I just thought it was hilarious, and really sad at the same time. So I just loved it. So that's it. That's my reading experience and history with John Green. And now it's been quite a couple of years, like 2 or 3 or even more years since I read Will Grayson, Will Grayson, and now Turtles All the Way Down has come out, and I don't really know what's the deal with this book. Is it gonna be just the same thing? Is it gonna be something special? Is it gonna be something a little bit more adult, or just the same thing all over again? I mean, on the one hand, I figure his writing is always fun to read, and his characters are always entertaining, I guess. Except for Paper Towns. Paper Towns is shit. But, I enjoy him, and if I'm honest with you, I could not say that I don't like him. I really like John Green because what I've liked by him, I have loved. Even if I can see its flaws and everything, I just have loved him when I've loved him. And also, I just can't deny that there's something about this author. I don't know if it's his writing style or the characters or just the fun experience of reading his books that, I mean, for some reason, I have read every single thing that he has published prior to Turtles All the Way Down. So that tells me there's something in there that maybe I can still enjoy. So I would love to know what you guys think about John Green. Are you going to read Turtles All the Way Down? What do you think of young adult literature? Are you going to give it a go? If you have read the book, because I know that some people already have read arcs or have actually bought and read the book. If you have read the book, just let me know in the comments down below. Is it worth it? Is it worth it for me? Am I going to find something new or something cool in it? Of course, please, no spoilers for me or for anyone else who might be reading the comments down below. So yeah, that's it. That was my very casual conversation on the couch, on my own couch, which is very weird. I'm actually getting a little bit creeped out, so I'm just gonna stand up. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, what's your take on John Green? What do you think? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.